So much for that. Yeah, the calls continue to come in as Austin firefighters, you heard them responding to the background of a killing story about that fire there, and you hear fire sirens going on, maybe responding to another situation with a lot of down lines. You could see a lot of incidents like that because of the storm.
We want to look a little bit bigger here, big picture. How is Austin Fire responding to all these calls? We want to welcome in Acting Division Chief Pete Constantine, joining us live on the phone. Division Chief, can you talk about the challenges you are facing and just the sheer volume of calls?
Yes, sir. Well, as of noon yesterday, Austin Fire Department has received over 369 calls for down or arcing power lines throughout the city. What we've done is we've actually staffed additional apparatus with personnel to respond to these calls so we can keep our frontline apparatus available for other emergencies such as house fires, structure fires, vehicle accidents, and that nature. Across the city, we've seen a large increase in these type of responses for these down power lines. And we do just want to remind everybody that even though the power line doesn't appear to be live, you just don't know. So we encourage everybody just to stay away from those lines and to call it in, call 911 and report these lines. Even though much of the city doesn't have power, you just don't know if this is a live wire or not.
No doubt. Chief, when you're responding to these fires, some of the information you're putting out is how you're trying to de-electrify a house. How do you do that?
So we've had two instances this morning where tree branches from the ice have fallen onto these power lines, and these are live lines, and they've reached a piece of metal on the house, and what that does is that transfers the current from the power line to the actual house itself, whether it be through the plumbing or the electrical service that's connected to the house. And as a result of that, some of these fires smolder for a little bit until they get big enough to where somebody discovers it, or they lose power and people smell something burning. And so when we try to de-energize these houses, we are not the ones that actually do that. Austin Energy, our partners, will come out and they'll either remove the meter from the house or they'll actually disconnect the power line from the pole on the street.
Wow,
that way
incredible.
they'll make the entire structure safe for us to actually go in and extinguish the fire.
We're looking at one of those live fires right now. I know you have two working in North Austin right now. When you get to a situation where there is a downed wire, is there much you can do, or are you just trying to secure the area to make sure people don't go and touch it until Austin Energy gets there?
Well, we follow the same advice that we give to the citizens. We don't touch the line because we don't have the tools or the techniques to stabilize or de-energize that line. So we cordon it off. We either put up traffic cones or some sort of barrier to warn people not to mess with this line. And then we also report it through our fire dispatch, who kicks it up to our partners over at Austin Energy.
Chief, what are your concerns moving forward? What are you think that you're in for with your firefighters throughout the day?
Well, my biggest concern for my firefighters is obviously their health and safety. These guys and girls have been up all night dealing with a variety of different situations. And so my biggest concern moving forward is that the well-being of the firefighters are taken care of and that they're fed and they're rested and they do get a break when they can and get out of the cold because they've been running all night long. And as far as the community and our citizens go, we anticipate that it's pretty much going to be the same as people start moving about on the roadways today. Even though the temperature will be increasing today, we anticipate more people being out on the roads, and we're going to see an uptick of more lines down because over the nighttime, most people aren't out to see these types of situations, but as they're moving about in their normal activities during the day, we're going to see another increase in these types of calls. And so, again, I just want to reiterate, if you see these lines, please don't approach them or mess with them. just go ahead and dial 911 and call it in and let us come out and evaluate the situation and get the right resources in place to mitigate that hazard.
Thank you so much, Acting Division Chief Pete Constantine, for doing such a dangerous job. The least that we can do is to pay attention and do our job and not touch those down power lines.
Yeah, some great advice. We are sending our wishes and our thoughts to those firefighters who have been going for days now.